Research and focus go hand in hand as you begin to look at your organization. You have now determined your focus. You need to then research what you're going to do and determine who's going to do what, and also looking at how you'll be successful. You'll also research then other organizations that do what you do or you plan on doing. You'll want to look at what they're doing and then also look to see if they're successful and determine if they're not, why not, and also if they are successful, why they are successful. Then you will want to make strategic decisions about your ideas and determining and creating opportunities to make those ideas stand out. You'll want to be able, in your strategic plan, your organizational plan, to illustrate that your organization may be similar to other organizations, but that you have a special niche. This is very important, especially when it comes to competing on a grant funding level. There are many organizations that support youth programs, senior programs, community development programs. But the question is, what makes your organization different? When you have a niche, something that no one else is doing, that will make your proposal stand out, because then a grant funder will be able to see that you have something that is effective, that's something that is different, something that is innovative. And many times a grant funder, because they have thousands and thousands of grants to go through, are looking for innovative ideas. So you'll want to make sure that you take the time to research your competition. You also take the time to research your own organization, look at your focus, align yourself and look at who's successful, who's not successful, and then find that innovative approach, find that niche that will make you stand out above the rest. This will definitely put you in a better position for receiving grant funds. The next thing, and this is the most important thing I believe above anything else, and that is developing a board of directors. Your board of directors will be your team that will work with you toward developing an organization that has a mission, that has a passion to achieve what it states and the goals that it's directed toward achieving. With a board of directors, they need to be well informed, well trained, with the skills necessary to take you to the next level. And this is absolutely essential, that all of your team members on your board are well informed and well trained. This means that you will need to take the time to have some train the trainer sessions with your board of directors to make sure that they understand what the vision and the mission is, so that everybody is on the same page. A strong board will build successful organizations. When you have a strong board, a strong leadership team, they will ensure and make sure that your organization is sustained, as well as your organization is moving to new levels. They will make sure that your organization is not stagnant. They will ensure that your organization is analyzing its community. When its community changes, your organization will also change and grow with your community. So that is the purpose of your board of directors. Again, as I have compared having a well-functioned body, you want to make sure that you have a well-functioned board of directors. Anytime you have a set of individuals that are on your board and they are not active, it damages your organization, because it requires then an overload in other areas or other individuals on your team, which then brings on stress, it brings on strain, and sometimes eventually it brings a collapse in your organization. Many times as a startup organization, when you do your board of directors, these are sometimes just your friends and your family who sign on to help you incorporate. They may have some passion, but not necessarily all of the skill sets. So over time, what you will need to do is continue to assess who's on your board and also continue to look for other individuals that closely align with the mission and the vision of your organization. Getting the right board is important. You want to have a perfect board made up of several individuals, and it may take up to 5 years to develop that, because there will be some that will start out with you, but they may not necessarily stand and be with you for 5 or more years. What you'll want to do is make sure that as you're having individuals work on your board, that you assess them annually to make sure that they continue to have the passion that you have to make sure that your organization grows. When you're looking for the right board, you'll want to recruit, you'll want to have nominations, you'll look for close friends and colleagues to support you, and also you'll look for referrals. You'll want to do personal invitations, personalized letters to those individuals. Also, you'll want to have social gatherings. This is one of the most important things I believe that you need to do as you begin with your organization, or if you have an existing organization, but maybe your organization is not as active as it should be. You should have social gatherings where you're able to invite and network with individuals from all over. Many times people don't know who and what you do, so they're unable to support you in various areas. So you want to make sure that you have social gatherings so that you can connect with people that you've never met before, or either connect with people that can connect you to other individuals. You'll want to do formal presentations with those individuals that you have now determined could be potential candidates, and also make sure that you have takeaway materials for those persons. Be sure that you have developed your job descriptions, and also you have assessed the positions for each person that you are placing. This is so important. One, it will help that person understand their goals and responsibilities, but also two, it will help you when you prepare your proposals, when the RFPs require the professional team, it requires the bios and the resumes and the positions that you have on your projects and within your organization. You can now copy and paste this information right into your proposal. So these are some of your prep steps that you can take right now before you even apply for a grant. Then also you want to make sure that your board, your members make a commitment pledge, where you have a pledge, you have them sign. They commit to working and doing the things that are required to make sure that your organization meets all its goals, all its objectives, and it reaches the level of success that you have visualized and that you have seen. When you're establishing a non-for-profit organization, you will want to incorporate within your state. I have information here specifically for the state of Illinois, but if you are not in the state of Illinois, whatever state you're in, you want to ensure that you incorporate with that state. Here in the state of Illinois, we go through the Secretary of State's office, Jesse White, and then the website link is www.cyberdriveillinois.com. The fees for the state of Illinois in establishing a nonprofit organization is $50. So again, if you're not in the state of Illinois, you'll want to make sure that you contact the appropriate agency that will incorporate your organization. And then the next step would be then to establish your nonprofit with acquiring your FEIN number, your Federal Employee Identification Number, and your DUNS number. So you'll want to take those steps and making sure you get both of those. Your FEIN number will identify you as a nonprofit organization through the feds. Your DUNS number is a number that is now required anytime you're applying for a grant proposal. Your DUNS number you can acquire by calling 1-866-705-5711. They'll ask you a series of questions. You answer those questions and they will give you a number right on the line. The same thing with your EIN number. You can do your EIN number actually online now. You will need to first apply for your incorporation. They will ask you for your incorporation number when you apply for your EIN number when you do that online. So you'll want to make sure that you have all of that data and that information available when you apply.